Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance haul. I have for you a massive fragrance haul with niche and designer fragrances, and I have some exciting new releases including the new Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. I have a full review for you as well, and then I also have one or two other new releases. So if you want to find out what I got and my thoughts on them, just continue to watch. So like I said, I have many fragrances here. I have a few that were sent to me and then I bought the rest of them, and I think I'm gonna start with the ones that were sent to me. So I have here two of the latest releases from Dossier. You know, you guys know it's a company that creates fragrances inspired by very popular, usually very expensive niche and designer fragrances. So they sent me two of these, their new releases. I've partnered with them for this portion of the video. These two really excited me because before this they didn't have this type of unique ones. They had a lot of selection, but they had a lot of well-known ones. They didn't have too many of the really niche kind of fragrances, and I was really happy to see these two. I requested in particular these two. So one of them is this one right here. Of course, you know, before I show you the fragrance, you guys know the drill with Dossier. I mean, most of you know about Dossier. They have this very informative card that comes with the fragrance. I know they have a very liberal, good return policy. If you don't like their fragrances, you can simply send them back, because fragrances are personal. They are vegan, cruelty-free. They, you know, use like French ingredients sourced from France. This one right here is the Woody Tobacco. This one is inspired by Maison Margiela's Replica Jazz Club. Now, this is one that I almost bought a few times, the original I mean. I, you know, had sniffed it at Sephora so many times, and I just didn't take the plunge, you know. And I'm really, this is actually really good. Oh, I'm really happy to receive this. I'm actually going to use the back of this cards. The notes are all on this card as well, which is really nice. Oh, you guys, this smells really good. I don't remember it smelling this awesome, actually. I can tell that it's very similar to the original, very close, but I find something even more intriguing about this version. But anyway, it's really good. The notes in here are lemon, pink pepper, neroli, and then you have rum and dried fruits and blonde woods. There's a little bit of tobacco, and there's vanilla. The notes are very similar to the original, but a little bit different too. This one doesn't have styrax. I noticed that styrax is a balsamic resin kind of note that can be a little bit sharp. It might be what I like about this one, the fact that there is no styrax in here. The tobacco in here is very smooth, very good. It's very nice. The dried fruits really added a sort of a delicious sweetness to this fragrance that's a little bit sweeter than the original. I'm not sure. I don't recall the original having dried fruits, you guys. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the original doesn't. Now, I don't normally love fragrances with tobacco, but the tobacco in here is super smooth. I'm very happy that I got this instead of I waited and actually, you know, now I have this instead of the original Jazz Club, because you guys, this is really good. Really good. This is a great scent for this time of the year right now. Oh my gosh. And the next one I have here is this one, which is also another really exciting one for me. This is Woody Peony. This one is inspired by Ex Nihilo's Fleur Narcotique. Now this one I am very intrigued by, because I got the Ex Nihilo Sweet Morphine. You guys saw me doing a haul on that. I was on the fence about buying the original of this several times, but I didn't take the plunge. Now, when I saw this on Dossier, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting that, so that way I don't have to. It's actually really good too. It's not very strong, so I haven't smelled the original, so I wonder if the original is also not that strong. This is a very mild, very beautiful, like narcotic, fleur narcotique, of course. Makes sense. This is a narcotic white floral scent. So the notes here are peach, lychee, bergamot, freesia. You can smell the freesia, by the way, and the jasmine. There's jasmine, there's orange blossom, peony, and other many white flowers. There's on the base, you have musk, oak moss, and woody notes. The notes, again, are very similar to the original with a few small differences. I believe the original also has Patchouli in it too, which makes it, you know, even more peony, soft, pink floral like. I can smell the orange blossom, the jasmine, and freesia the most. Not as much the peony. You guys, I like it. The original also has lychee, pretty much like exact sort of composition with a few slight differences. Really beautiful. This one is a great one for, I would say, springtime. So, I also have more fragrances. I actually have a couple of more that I want to talk to you about, guys, about that was sent to me, but I'll talk to them about them here in a minute. I do want to review for you now the Kayali latest fragrance. This is the Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. Wow, 64 iterations before this one was finalized. You guys, this one is like so hyped right now. It's hyped to the gods. You guys know on my channel, my opinions are 100% honest. I didn't think the Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry was long lasting. Actually, later I found out it is kind of long lasting, but not projecting. It just like no one can really smell you unless they're like right next to you. So I mean, I gave you my very 100% honest opinion no matter what, and that's what you will always get. I bought this fragrance with my own money. So this is the fragrance right here. I am loving this bottle. Oh my god, I love these like metallic bottles Kayali does. It's actually, you know, you can see through it, but when you first look at it, like over here, I've got a lot of fingerprints on this. It looks like it's opaque, but it's not. It's actually, you can see through it. It's very cool. I think it's a very cool addition, and I love the fact that they put their keynotes on the back of this fragrance right here. And I gotta say, I was very intrigued by the creme brulee note on this in this fragrance when I first read the notes. So anyway, I bought this actually right away. Like, people who received this in PR, a lot of people received this in PR who, you know, do Kayali reviews. I bought it right then actually, but I had to wait for my pipeline, and I'm only now getting a chance to film. I've worn this several days, which is what was going to be my point, so I can give you my, oh, this is good. Oh, the right away when you spray it, you guys, this is good. The opening is absolutely delicious. I must say, the opening is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And that dry down, I know as it dries down, you can smell that gourmand notes like the creme brulee in the base. Oh, so good. This one, you guys, is a very kind of boozy fragrance. There's the boozy aspect of it, and then there's the gourmand aspect of it. So it's like a boozy gourmand, you know, which is something that I think we will all really love, just the notes. It opens right away with that booziness with the golden rum. You know, you have the vanilla orchid complementing the vanilla in the base, and then you have that creamy jasmine that's like, it's actually very creamy, that jasmine, and I see why it's mentioned that way. This has loads of vanilla, lot of vanilla. I can smell a lot of vanilla because this is supposed to be an intense version of the original, I believe. And this was like my hope and dream that they would release the intense version of the original Vanilla 28, you know. This has like, what do you call, intensifying that vanilla accord. You have the tonka bean, which is like a deeper version of vanilla scent, which is absolutely stunning. This has some rose in it. It's like a beautiful floral notes in here that I'm smelling. You have some leather, which is always so good in fragrances. That creme brulee note, you guys, I can smell that gourmand sort of custardy creme brulee note in here. And I love the fact that it's sugared patchouli. You know, it's not your typical patchouli in this fragrance. So there's something very sweet about the patchouli. So that earthiness, that, you know, usually strong earthiness that you get from patchouli is not present in this fragrance. I think those of you who don't love patchouli would, you know, appreciate that. This has lots of musk. There's sweetness, even more sweetness from the brown sugar, just like the original Vanilla 28. This has brown sugar, which I think is an absolute must, you know, for this Ontons version. And of course, you can't be without the amber, you know. Any kind of sultry fragrance should have amber, in my opinion. It has that little bit of like the Arabic, the souk vibes, you know, like souk, like the spice market, that's kind of scent vibes to it. Not that it's very spicy, you know what I mean. It just has that sort of oriental vibes, which makes it interesting, but also makes it kind of like, gives it a punch. I had my husband sniff it and he thought it was a nice fragrance. He wasn't like blown away, but he liked it. He rated this at about 7. So I just thought you guys might find that interesting. So if you guys ask me, is this super unique? Is this super niche? I don't know. I think I've smelled gourmand vanilla fragrances before. In fact, I have so many vanilla fragrances with booziness that I absolutely love and adore. You guys know M. Micallef Note Vanille is one of the most fantastic, boozy but not overly boozy, gorgeous vanilla fragrance, gourmand vanilla fragrance ever. This is not unique, but it's very beautiful nonetheless. I think that creme brulee note was brilliant. I would say it's a delicious fragrance, but is it, you know, super unique? Is it super mind-blowing? Probably not. Now, the longevity, you guys. I find longevity remains my only issue most of the time with Kayali fragrances, and this is no different. Now, the previous one, the Love Fest Burning Cherry, it ended up being actually sort of long lasting because I could smell it later on, but very mildly. It sits very close to the skin after like the 3-4 hour mark. But it turns out it just doesn't project, right? But it was kind of long lasting. I updated my opinion in a later video. In the same type of token, the one problem with this fragrance that I'm finding, that to me personally, is that longevity. This, you know, I mean, it's dried down already. It's very like close to the skin already that I'm smelling on my wrist, and this is now not projecting at all. It's very close to the skin at right now. When I first sprayed it on, it was, you know, had a really good scent bubble. It kind of went, you know, further, you know, it was really nice, like a medium-sized scent bubble. But as minutes go by, it kind of gets closer and closer to the skin. And right now it's kind of sitting right on my skin, right close to it. The problem is the projection, the longevity, and the sillage. The sillage is kind of okay. Like when you quickly walk past someone, my husband could smell me when I walked past him, but very close to him though. Yeah, so performance, you know, this is supposed to be, I think, an Ontons version of the original Kayali 28, but I don't find this to have that much better performance than the original Kayali Vanilla 28. Even the original kind of sits closer to my skin after, you know, like a couple of hours. So that's what I'm finding. That's the one problem I think that I'm finding with a lot of Kayali fragrances, the fact that you have to respray them, you know, after a few hours. But the scent profile is absolutely beautiful. It's that performance. This is, you know, again, supposed to be an Intense version. It's not performing at an Intense level. I had my hopes up when I saw the opaque metallic packaging and knowing that it's Intense, that we were going to get that really strong, long-lasting version of Kayali 28, only with even more delicious notes like creme brulee. I mean, come on, right? But it was a bit of a letdown in terms of the performance. That's the only thing I have to say that I don't love about it, but I love the composition. It's beautiful. I like the fact that this has oud. It's a very, you know, mild oud that's not like, you know, too animalic or anything, or too barnyard or anything like that. So that's my review of the new Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. I'm not here to be biased and review give a fragrance 100% full glowing review if it's missing something. I will tell you guys the truth. So next I have a gorgeous beauty here. Oh my lord, I lost my mind. Now this is a niche fragrance, you guys. Now this is a niche fragrance house that makes absolutely niche, 100% gorgeous, stunning fragrances. And that's really why we pay that niche price, right? What we want, that specialness. We want to smell special. We want to smell absolutely 100% unique. And that's why we want that niche fragrances from those super niche fragrance houses. And that's what this is right here. Let me show you the bottle first. Isn't that stunning? I love the Raja Parfums. Presentations are absolutely 100% amazing. This is Raja Parfums Creation E, you guys. That cap, these bottles, oh man. So I sprayed the Kayali one on this wrist, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on this wrist, because you do not spray Raja Parfums in the air, okay? You don't waste that stuff. Let me know, smell this spray. Oh my God. I need a minute, okay? Now that's what I want a fragrance to make me feel like. That I want fragrances to make me feel absolutely blown away. I want to lose my mind when I smell it. This is why we buy niche fragrances. You guys, before I even get into the fragrance, go grab this. Go grab this. There is a sale on this fragrance right now. I will put that information down in the description box. Go there. You need this one. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. I feel very attractive when I wear this. Now that's what we're looking for from a fragrance, right? To make us feel like we're so much more gorgeous, beautiful, drop dead gorgeous, stunning, and we're the only gorgeous person on the planet. That's what it makes me feel like. No wonder this is gorgeous, you guys, because this has the most beautiful, intoxicating floral notes. There's ylang ylang. You guys know how I feel about ylang ylang. There's Rose de Mai, which is one of the most expensive and rare rose notes ever. There's Jasmine de Grasse from Grasse, Jasmine from Grasse, France. There is geranium that really complement rose notes so well. There's a little bit of heliotrope with that bit of like an almond vibe, but not exactly, you know what I mean? And some people say they get some like slight cola vibes from heliotrope. There's some juicy peach in here with that fruitiness in there, but it's not that just peach fruitiness. There are obviously more beautiful fruit notes in here that haven't been revealed. There's a very tiny hint of patchouli you can't even smell. There's no earthiness whatsoever that I'm smelling. There's like creamy sandalwood, very sensual, dry down. There's loads of vanilla, little bit of orris with that powdery powderiness, and of course every sexy fragrance has loads and loads of musk. You guys, it's that level of niche perfumery that make fragrances like this. You know what I mean? This is right here. These are masterpieces. The dry down is absolutely divine. It is very, very alluring, attractive, sexy, bewitching, hypnotic kind of fragrance, okay? Loads of beautiful floral notes, yellow and white floral notes especially. You need this. I'll put the information down in the description box. You can get a really good discount on it right now. Then I have two fragrances from a fragrance house new to me. This is not new to the world, obviously. I had the pleasure of sampling a lot from this fragrance house, and I picked these two fragrances. They're absolutely beautiful. This is from the fragrance house Joyeux, Unique and Sensorial. It's JUS. If you guys, you know, you've probably heard about this fragrance house. I mean, I see a lot of people talking about this fragrance online. Now, I mean, this fragrance house, I mean, online. And I have one of their latest releases right here. Andalusia, you guys, this is their latest release. I don't know about you guys, but I am in love with this gorgeous, lacquer looking, beautiful bottle. Oh my goodness. Aren't you loving this bottle? Oh my gosh, very unique. This is very unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. So I'm wondering, I have a Creation E over here. I'm thinking about maybe spraying it right here because I don't want to spray this in the air, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is beautiful. Very, very, what's the word? Very unique, very fashionable, very attractive, okay? I don't know how else to describe it. This is good, you guys, wow. The dry down is even more beautiful. Wow, this is going to be one of my new favorite fragrances to wear. This is one of their 3 new launches. They released just now, they released 3 new fragrances, and this is one of them, and this is absolutely mind-blowing and stunning, you guys. Oh my lord. This has got this sort of fruitiness, this sort of syrupy, almost syrupy mandarin orange note that is absolutely delicious. Oh, it's like mandarin essence. I think it's like not mandarin orange, like mandarin essence from Madagascar. So that makes sense. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, the fragrance, I feel like it starts out beautiful and then it almost intensifies as it dries down. There's some beautiful citrus flowers, you guys. That's so stunning. Combined with that gorgeous amber, the ambergris and amber in this fragrance, like, you know, mixed with that, it's absolutely stunning. This has like Atlas cedar, which is a gorgeous woody note. Oh, there's ambergris. You know, guys, ambergris has that woody nuances, but it comes from, you know, like the whale's, you know, sperm whale's stomach. It's got a little bit of like that, sort of like a marine vibe, but mainly it's a woody note. And there's a little bit of vetiver that adds like a tiny hint of earthiness, but it's not very noticeable. You guys, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my God, I'm in love with this one. This is absolutely 100% stunning. My husband loves this one. He thought it was mind-blowing. He thinks Raja Parfums, the Creation E, mind-blowing too. He thought it was absolutely stunning. And then I have another one from the same fragrance house. I already know what this smells like. I had a sample of this. Oh my lord. This is the most delicious, gorgeous, beautiful coffee fragrance. This one is Coffee's. This is from the same JUS fragrance house. They are fragrances, I must say, they kind of live up to that name of unique, because these are unique. So let me show you this one. Oh, it comes in even a fancier bottle of packaging. I love this bottle. I mean, look at this bottle, you guys. Isn't that awesome? Now I'm gonna spray this one on this arm. This is a coffee fragrance, which is absolutely stunning. So I've had this before, the sample. Oh, yeah. It's a delicious, cozy, yet intriguing, very different type of coffee fragrance. It's not your everyday average coffee fragrance. I gotta tell you, this one is quite unisex. This one, I think men and women can both wear this. It's a very interesting coffee fragrance. You guys, this fragrance has high quality green coffee. Santos coffee is what was selected for this fragrance, which is why this doesn't smell like your average coffee scent. This has a little bit of like this fruitiness about it too. There's like very aromatic. This is a very aromatic fragrance. And then there's like fruity notes. There are green coffee beans in this fragrance. And then there's a little bit of like cacao, chocolatey vibe, but not chocolate per se, but rather cacao powder kind of vibe. Like a bitterness of that like sort of dark chocolate cacao powder kind of vibe to this one. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a sweet, you know, cacao vibe in it. There's a really good, like a strong coffee note in here. If you want a coffee fragrance, this is a coffee fragrance. You know, I know a lot of you look for coffee fragrances, but a lot of the times they fall short because they don't smell exactly like coffee, or you can't detect the coffee note. Not the case with this one. And this has a little bit of oud and a little bit of incensey vibe to it. It's a bit of a smokiness about this fragrance. So it's like a smoky coffee cacao, slightly like bittersweet cacao type of fragrance with a little hint of patchouli, like a very little hint of patchouli that adds to that gourmet vibe of this fragrance. As you know, patchouli tends to enhance gourmet fragrance notes in fragrances that really kind of accentuate them. So yeah, that's what I'm smelling. I smell that sweetness of that what smells like bitter sweet cacao powder with that strong, beautiful coffee note with that smokiness, you guys. This is absolutely stunning. Oh my God, it's very much, I would say, a unisex fragrance, but it will smell delicious on anybody. I certainly love it because I don't have coffee fragrances, at least not one that smells actually, you know, like a coffee fragrance, right? So 100% recommend it. I will put all the discount codes and, you know, what you can, the best deal that you can get on this fragrance down in the description box. So make sure to check my description box. So then I have another new release, which is not easy to get here in the US. It took me, I had to jump through several hoops. Finally, I found a place that was selling this. I will link it down in the description box for you guys. Of course, I got your back. Now, this one is, of course, Jean Paul Gaultier Scandale Le Parfum. Now, you guys, this one I will start out by telling you is nothing like any of the other Scandal fragrances. This is an entirely different scent profile. By the way, do you love this velvet box or what? I mean, it's beautiful. I love the velvet. It's such a beautiful velvet box. Unfortunately, I'll have to throw it away. I could only get a hold of the tiny version. This is like the, I don't know, is it the 1 ounce? I can't remember. Unfortunately, I don't get the 2 legs. The 2 legs didn't come with it. So, you know, beggars can be choosers. This was all I could get a hold of here in the US. So the 2 pair of sexy legs, not in this. I don't really have to spray this, but I am gonna go ahead and spray it just for you guys, just a little bit in the air. This one, you guys, is a very much a white floral fragrance that's very kind of sultry. This is giving me a little bit of that sort of Mugler alien vibes, but not entirely. Don't go completely there. This one is kind of like a cross between Mugler alien, the original, like the old formula, and the Giorgio Armani Rouge Malachite. So that's kind of what I'm getting. This has got jasmine, loads of jasmine, but it's that sultry, not so innocent jasmine kind of. I wouldn't call it the dirty jasmine, but rather a little bit of like, you know what I mean, that sort of the type of jasmine you get in the Mugler alien, the original, or the Royal Crown's Oud jasmine. That sort of jasmine, but not that dark, but more like the Mugler alien or Rouge Malachite jasmine. This has got some salted caramel right in the middle that is giving it a bit of sweetness. That saltiness kind of makes that jasmine very interesting. It's giving me also kind of like a little hint of that Christian Louboutin Lubimar vibes with the salt and the white florals. You get what I mean? And then there's loads of vanilla in the base. So this one is very sexy, you guys. So that's basically the bottom line. It's a very sexy, very alluring, narcotic, bewitching sort of a white floral fragrance. It's kind of along the same lines as M. Miclav's Glamour, or, you know, Mugler Alien, the original version, or the Giorgio Armani Rouge Malachite. So that's the vibe it's giving me. It's very, very sexy white floral fragrance. Absolutely love it. I think it's a great one for spring coming up, even late winter. A couple of fragrances that aren't new. These are fragrances that have been around for a while. So I want to first talk to you about this one. I found this one in the same place I bought this fragrance from, because this one is now really difficult to hunt down. I wonder if it's being discontinued, you guys, because I couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, not even on the Lancôme website. This is a Lancôme fragrance, by the way. This is Lancôme La Nuit Trésor Nude. Boy, have I been wanting this for the longest time. Since last summer, I wanted this for the summertime, but I couldn't get a hold of it. This is beautiful. I love the little frosted tip of this little pointy bottle, which I love all the whole La Nuit Trésor line bottles. This one is a beautiful summertime fragrance, you guys. Oh my God, I don't want to spray this in the air, but I will for you. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I love La Nuit Trésor line. You guys know how much I love this line. This one is a gorgeous summertime fragrance. This is very, like, to me, if I find it intoxicating. This has the most beautiful, like, coconutty vibe about this fragrance. It's like vanilla and coconuts, but it's so much more, you know? There's something very sexy and feminine about this fragrance that's hard to describe. I think that coconut and the vanilla mixed with that rose, it's absolutely stunning, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is so creamy. It's like a creamy, coconutty, floral. I'm sure there's loads of white florals in here too. It's very much like summertime fragrance, you guys. It reminds me, in my mind, I just went on a summer vacation. This just like transports me to summertime. Cannot wait for summer to arrive next year to wear this beautiful gorgeousness. Absolutely stunning. And if you are having a hard time hunting this one down, I got you, baby. I will link it down in the description box. Check my description box always. Now, the last but not least is another one that's not new. This one is from my favorite fragrance line from the Giorgio Armani fragrance house. Oh my gosh, you guys. You know how much I love C line of fragrances from Giorgio Armani. This one is C Passion en Trance. Now, you know C Passion is such a beautiful fruity fragrance. You got that blackcurrant, juicy blackcurrant, which is the signature note across all C fragrances. So does this one. So this obviously has it too. But this is an intense version of C Passion, the C Passion fragrance. The only thing about C Passion, it doesn't last too long or project too much, but it's still, I mean, it's, I would say, average. So I am hoping that this one would be even more intense. So let me go ahead and spray this in the air to see if this is that similar to C Passion. So pretty, so pretty, so juicy. This one is very kind of musky, very sexy, very musky, sexy. So you have that fruity, juicy, fruity burst from that blackcurrant, which is, again, the signature note across all C fragrances. So you have that juicy burst of fruitiness, deliciousness from the blackcurrant, and then you get that strong, gorgeous jasmine and other white florals. And then you get this blast of musk right in the face. Very sexy, super sexy, mixed with that jasmine and that blackcurrant. It's absolutely stunning. There's of course loads of vanilla, it being C fragrance, and there's woody notes and a very little hint of patchouli. This one, you guys, is even more beautiful than the original. I believe the original as in the original C Passion, not the original C, right? I believe the original C Passion had a little bit of pineapple. That was a little bit more fruity than this one is. This one went a little bit in the musky direction. Fruity, musky, floral, you know? Beautiful fragrance, you guys. I'm so glad I got it. Beyond Tones, which is not that hard to find, but I got it for a really good price on that website. I will link down in the description box for you guys. So that's it, you guys. That is my massive, amazing fragrance haul with, you know, some new releases, some exciting new releases, and some, you know, good old tried and true fragrances that have existed, been around for a while. Niche and designer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell right next to it so you will never miss any of my content, any of my videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and of course TikTok. That will really help me grow my community all around. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think of these new releases that I talked to you about? Oh my Lord, I'm in love with that. Ooh, the JUS. Oh, so good. Absolutely love that new release, you guys. I love the Creation-y, which is not a new release, but then like the Kayali fragrance, the new release. You guys been waiting for that review from me. And then I have the Scandal Le Parfum, which is a new release that you probably been waiting to hear my thoughts on. So please let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on these new releases and the other tried and true beautiful fragrances that have existed for a while now. I would love to hear from you guys. So I will see you guys in my next video.